Ahlan wa sahlan. That means welcome in Arabic. Welcome to the first episode of the Council of Geography. Just a little series we're gonna be doing. We're gonna talk about a different country, just a random country, I guess.
It could be pretty interesting. Silly facts.
Yeah, city facts, interesting things, what's happening up in the country.
Yeah, like a lot of us aren't really informed about that stuff, and a lot of interesting shit happens. So it would be cool to like figure it out.
Yeah, we could learn together, type shit.
This is the flag, by the way. It's red on top, white in the middle, and black on the bottom.
That
has the lines.
That looks like the same color to me.
I just drew the. I didn't have any
just
colors.
Put an image of the flag here.
I want.
We didn't even say what fucking
special.
country we're talking about, dumbass.
If you guess by this flag, then you are a good guesser of flags.
All right, but since it's the first week, we did a randomizer wheel, and we got Yemen.
Woo!
Yeah,
Yemen.
yeah, man. A little series, first episode, so it should get better as we go along.
Yeah.
If you have a suggestion for a country for next week, we're planning on doing like maybe every country in the world, and then once we do that,
maybe space.
maybe if you believe in space, I don't.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We'll see. Maybe made up countries. Maybe like Hogwarts.
Oh, Hogwarts would be good. Cool.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, Council of like fake
Africa.
geography.
Yeah.
That's real.
That's a continent though.
Okay.
We could do
yeah,
Africa as a continent.
I guess so. But yeah, if you got a suggestion for next week, let us know.
Yemen, known formerly as the Republic of Yemen, located in West Asia, bordered by Saudi Arabia. It's like right above it.
That's like the Middle East.
Yeah. It's pretty big. The population is 33.7 million. Pretty big. And the life expectancy in general is 63.75 years, which is pretty average. I think here it's like around 70s, higher 70s. But also there's like a whole war going on, so that could probably like wacky it up a little bit. The official language there is
Arabic.
yeah,
What did you say the population was?
33.7.
33.7 million. So some shit that I thought was interesting about the population in Yemen is that they still have like a social hierarchy, like system of like grouping people.
Oh shit. And it's like discriminatory type shit.
It's like, yeah, it is discriminatory. So legally, it was abolished in 1962, but I feel like shit like that takes time. Like naturally, it takes time for people to buy into
Yeah,
it.
like
Like civil rights movement,
Yeah,
bro. When dark people and white people had the same rights. Like it still
Yeah.
took people a long time to get used to that. Some people aren't even used to it now in the U.S.
yeah, it's true.
So in a place like Yemen, bro, same shit's
It'll be
going
even
on.
crazier.
And so they're split up into 5 tiers of like social
Hierarchy shit.
rungs on the pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
So tier 1 is religious elites called the Sada. Could be wrong. No pronunciation.
Yeah,
Could be
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
Tier 2 is a strata of judges. Tier 3 is the Kaba'il, or just peasants who live from like agriculture and trading. So like farmers.
That's 3?
Yeah, tier 3.
Damn.
It's like farmers and shit like that.
Yeah, they're pretty integral though, so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Tier 4 is called the Mazayana, and they don't own land. So and they have like businesses like or jobs like butchers and like
okay.
craftsmen, like tradespeople type
But they
shit.
work on like other people's land.
Yeah. And then tier 5 is called Abid, and those are slaves. And then Al Akhdam, and they're servants.
Oh
Who-
shit.
I thought it was weird the servants were below the slaves.
That is interesting.
But some shit that I saw was that the origin of the Al Akhdam was like they don't really know, but it's believed that they're from Ethiopia. So it could be like a racial thing.
Yeah, it's like discrimination type shit.
Yeah, like maybe if you're darker or something like that. But these people, they just have like shitty jobs, like that no one else really wants to do.
Yeah,
and
and they
they're
kind of just
poor.
force them to do it.
Yeah, because
Well, they have to live.
tier 4 doesn't have land either,
Yeah.
but they're like merchants. They have like skilled jobs. Like not anyone could just become a butcher, bro. Like
Yeah,
you need to
sure,
know
yeah,
what
you
you're
need
doing
to-
to be a butcher.
You need to grow up in that shit.
Yeah, type shit. And I thought it was really interesting that they still like had that system despite it being illegal like for 60 years now.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy too.
Yeah, it shows just how like different the world is. So we don't think about shit like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have like upper class, middle class, lower class, but that's like wealth.
Yeah.
Like you don't
It's more like the differences are more subtle.
Yeah.
Over there, it's more like in your face. Like
Yeah,
here, there's
yeah.
still differences. Like the crimes with that have a fine, or they say it's only a crime for poor people because the rich people could just pay it off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But over there, it's like, okay, like you're this, so you're like fucked. That's
Yeah,
it.
and then another thing too is that they like stay in that class.
You can't
bro.
move up either. Yeah.
Yeah, cause here like theoretically we can move up.
Yeah, it's not easy, but you can.
Yeah, like theoretically I could
before.
move up to high class society. Like it's a possibility, right?
Yeah.
But over there, like you really can't. You're just kind of
You're stuck
there.
Yeah.
And then they kind of marry between themselves, like the social class.
Yeah.
So keeping
like
people in
their each own
the
community.
yeah, keeping people in their level type shit, so to speak.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you wonder, like, too, like, if you're a slave, like, having a kid is just, like, forcing them to be a slave, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas here, like, okay, you're still in the lower class, but they still have opportunity if you
Damn.
try.
But what if all the slaves are like, hey, fuck this system, bro. We should all just not have kids, and then like the next generation, there's not gonna be no more slaves.
Damn.
Type shit. Like, what are you guys gonna do now?
That's true. I feel like it'd be kind of hard to set that shit up, though, because, like, a dude's gonna be like, but I want kids. And, like,
They just be fucking.
yeah, they just be going crazy,
They just
going
be fucking,
ham.
man.
I thought it'd be pretty cool to, like, compare all the countries to the U.S. in terms of crime statistics. Because, like, we live in the U.S. and
Yeah.
it's pretty,
Most of our viewer base is
Yeah.
also from the U.S.
and there's two different, like, main kinds of crime, which is, like, petty crime, like, like, light theft, like, shit that wouldn't really get you a big charge. Light theft, fucking fine, shit that would cost you fines, shit like that.
Okay.
The U.S. beats them in that. We have that a lot more per capita. And in terms of, like, violent crime and shit, the U.S. beats them again per capita. However, this was taken before the war. Like, before, like, the recent war, the recent Civil War.
Okay.
And that caused the violent crime to go up, understandably so, because they're killing each other, like, in high amounts. I think, like, the death toll for the Civil War alone was, like, 380K or some shit like that.
Yeah, but does like wartime casualties count towards crime statistics?
Sometimes it does, because there's, like, designated battles and designated, like, fights, and then there's, like, I have a belief against this, and you guys are, like, from that other side, so I'm gonna just kill fuck ton of your civilians.
Okay.
And that happens a lot too. Or like an airstrike that fucking hits, like, misses the target, you know? Shit like that's very common over there too.
Okay.
Now, the thing that was, like, kind of stood out to me, the main crime that stood out to me that the Yemen beats us in is bank robberies per capita.
Oh shit.
Like, that seemed kind of hella random to me. And I think it was also because of the war, related to the war, a lot of, like, there's factions and shit. So in order to get more funding, they kind of just rob banks and do crime into other people's territory and faction shit.
I feel like that kind of makes sense too. Like given the status of the country, it's a poor country, so they wouldn't have like the technology and just resources in general that a country like the U.S. would have to protect the bank.
Yeah, and
you know?
also another point too is, like you said, the hierarchy system could add to that too, because the lower class people they can't move up, you know, they can't. So if they have a faction with a lot of lower class people, the only thing they can do is really just fucking steal.
Crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess that's a big part of, like, how they get their money is bank robberies, and it just kind of stood out to me. I thought it was silly at the time, but, like, thinking more into it, it makes sense.
Some shit I love learning about is like myths and like folklore and shit like that.
Yeah.
So something I really want to bring to the series is looking at like local myths, local legends, cryptids type things. And I found a couple, but I feel like given the nature of the region, we're not gonna get anything specific to Yemen.
Yeah.
It's more of like for the Arab countries. They all kind of share because they're all
language.
Islamic. Their language, the history. Like this is a fairly recent country. It was founded like the 90s or some shit like that.
Oh shit.
So a lot of it's just shared. So if we don't like Saudi Arabia, it might be the same shit.
Yeah.
You know, but I found a couple that I thought were interesting. So there's this called the Nas, which is literally half a person.
And what's the other half?
Nothing. No, like it's just half.
Oh.
So it's like it has half a head, half a body.
So it's like half like this.
Yeah, it's like remember that one joke like he like I forgot the setup of the joke, but the punchline was he's all right now.
Oh.
Yeah. The joke's fine that the guy got cut in half. Like it's literally that. It's just someone who got cut in half. And it says that they hop around with agility. I don't know what the fuck that means.
It was like.
Yeah, bro's fast. Bro's nice
fast.
with it, I guess. bro, would dominate the Special Olympics.
For real, they should put that dude in.
Yeah. But it's said to be the offspring between a demon and just a person.
Damn,
Yes.
one half.
Yeah. Some stories say that they're dangerous and they would eat like big animals. I saw one story. I think this was not in the Quran, but it's like a religious text or some shit like that. That some people found one, but it was fat. And they asked it like, how the fuck did you get so big? And he said he ate like some big animal, and then they killed it, bro. They're like, nah, this was too dangerous to be left alive.
Nah, this dude's fat, bro. Kill him.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's half a person, but it weighs like a normal person, bro. Kill that dude, bro.
Bro just has a thyroid problem, bro.
Leave him alone, man.
But another one is called the Falak, and it's just a giant serpent. I don't know what this means. It said it lives in the 7th hell. I don't know what the fuck is in hells 1 through 6.
That's probably like a maybe Dante's Inferno type of shit.
Yeah, it could be something like that. It could be like a loss in translation too.
Maybe, yeah.
Cause it translates shit from Arabic to English and shit like that. But they said it's super strong. Like it has the power to swallow the 6 hells above it and the earth.
Oh,
But
shit.
it doesn't, cause it fears Allah.
So it's like a religious figure.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like a demon type thing, like in
okay,
hell
yeah,
type
yeah.
shit. And they say it's so strong that the only thing it fears is Allah, and that's why it doesn't eat the
that makes
earth and
sense.
shit like that. I think it's cool because it's a giant snake, and I feel like a giant snake is present in a lot of different
Yeah.
like
Just things in
cultures
general.
and beliefs,
Yeah.
like the Vikings and shit like that.
Oh yeah, true.
I thought shit like that was cool. The third one is called the Anka Muhrib, which is just a bird. It's a big ass. It says a golden, mysterious female bird. That it's super rare. It appears once in
yeah.
ages, and that it can be found at the place of the setting of the sun. So like the horizon or something like
Yeah.
that.
5 likes and we'll go look for
Yeah,
it.
5 likes and we'll go to the edge of the earth. Maybe they were flat earthers.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe it's at the edge of the earth.
Birds are kind of scary though. I'm not gonna lie.
Birds?
Birds by themselves. Like I feel like they're just like kind of like weird. I don't know. Like, would you just grab a bird, bro?
What kind? It depends on the bird.
Like a random like street bird, like maybe a crow.
Would I grab one?
Yeah, just like grab
If
it.
it let me grab it?
Not if it let you, but like it was just like a random crow.
Like
and
I don't
some
think
dude
I
said-
would try to grab it.
Yeah, but like if you had to grab one, would you be like kind of?
Why would I have to?
Let's say he took you like okay. Let's say in the future, you get married, okay?
Okay.
And you trip on like a little, one of those little like pod things that they have outside of stores for your car to shake. Like that you go in your car shakes over it. Like you trip over it because you're not really paying attention, and then your wedding ring like you land weird on your hand and it falls out, and then the crows are attracted to shiny shit, so then it like goes over there, it's like picks it up, and then you're like, that's my wedding ring. What the heck? And your wife's right there, and she's like, get it, bro. Well, she wouldn't call you bro,
Yeah.
but she'll be like, get it, honey, and then you'll be like, okay. Would you be like this or like, give me my ring back, crow?
So the next cryptid.
Bro, I think something. I have ADHD probably.
You have autism, bro.
For everything.
So the next one, I thought it was interesting because someone I feel like we've all heard of. So I haven't heard of any of the other 3.
Yeah.
Ghouls.
Oh yeah, ghouls. Yeah.
Ghouls, because ghouls is from like Islamic text type shit. It's like an Islamic thing. If you don't know, if you're not super knowledgeable on ghouls, it just describes them as demon-like or monstrous humanoids, and they're associated with graveyards and the consumption of human flesh.
Yeah.
So it just reminds me of zombies.
Also, like they're really popular. Like it's a popular thing
Yeah.
to be like in fiction, especially.
Yeah, like
Ghouls and
I feel like that's where,
goblins.
yeah, I feel like that's where zombies came from, and just similar things, ghouls.
They're the OGs.
But something that I thought was cool is that in Islam, right? In Islamic myth, they're burned demons, right?
Oh okay.
And that if you're attacked by a ghoul, you could escape attack by praying at it.
Escape attack.
Like you're just praying.
I use pray.
Yeah, so you just
Oh
start.
no, that's not the.
No. Yeah, you start praying.
Yeah.
That might be a little offensive to Islamic people.
Sorry guys.
By praying, and that while you're reciting the throne verse, I'm not Muslim, so I don't know what that is. but that the ghoul might convert to Islam. What's it yours you pray?
You know what? You're right. I fuck with that. You're right.
Yeah, that's kind of tight.
That's
like
kinda
a
cool.
zombie, bro. Like you see The Walking Dead, and they just shoot him,
Yeah, they're dead.
or they'll like hit
They're-
him with
oh, yeah,
weapons
they're, like,
or run him
dead or
over.
some shit. Yeah.
In Islam, though, bro,
They're like,
they try to convert it.
would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior?
Like I think that's kind of cool. It's
That is
interesting for
cool,
sure.
yeah. That's also like, if you look at it more deep rooted, that's like more. What is the word for it? More like nice.
Yeah, like it's like peaceful.
Yeah, more like trying to
Like you're
turn your
being
enemy
attacked
good.
by a fucking a demon,
Yeah,
but you pray to convert it to Islam.
so it could be saved technically, because
Yeah.
that's what they believe, that they're being saved by being
By Allah,
Islamic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we should all convert to Islam, bro.
I don't know.
I might.
You might.
10 likes.
10 likes.
No, but I feel like I've thought about it at times.
Yeah, I feel like it's getting a lot bigger in recent times.
Yeah. Like I'm not super religious. I was raised Catholic, but I'm not super religious. But I've been looking into it, like reading about it and watching videos and stuff. And it seems.
Yeah, it's positive.
Yeah.
Like, well, most religions seem positive.
And the next one, moving on to something more real though, 'cause these are all stories.
Yeah.
Like people like the Nas, bro, that have.
That was kinda
Someone
silly.
said they saw it in Yemen, but that's someone saying they saw it in Yemen.
Yeah.
This one is called the Well of Barhut, which is a real thing.
Oh,
it's
shit.
a sinkhole.
Oh,
So just
well.
like, yeah, a well, yeah. What do you think I said?
Whale.
Oh, nah, well.
Yeah.
Well, sorry. The Well of Barhut. So it's just a sinkhole in Al Mahara in Yemen. So the entrance is 100 feet wide.
That's
So it's just
big.
100 feet wide in the ground, bro.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. And it's 307 feet deep. So it's just a big ass cave system essentially.
Yeah.
But it goes down instead of like a regular
Oh,
cave.
instead of like going like sideways, just go straight down.
Oh yeah, it's a sinkhole, bro. It's just straight down.
Oh shit, yeah.
And there's a lot of like animals that live up in there, like pearls that are formed naturally.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Waterfalls. So it's a really cool
That's
location.
not really like. It'll be really. It could be either really beautiful or really like ugly type shit.
Nah, it's really beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah. And there's myths associated with it. So some people say that it was a prison to trap jinn, which is like a form of spirits, like evil spirits.
Oh yeah.
And it's a prison to trap them in there, and that if someone went there, the jinn would cut your head off, right?
Which end?
I think they already have lost one. I think Muslims.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And then another one just attributed to the hole as a concept that it sucks in like nearby objects.
Yeah, as a sinkhole type.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
sinkholes do.
Yeah, like it makes sense. Like maybe someone fell or someone lost something in there, and instead of being embarrassed, like, oh, like I lost this, it fell into the hole. Like,
They
oh no,
took it from me.
the whole sucked it in. The whole sucked in my horse, bro.
And also, I feel like with sinkholes too, if you stand at the edge, it could like give away a little bit.
Yeah, like some of the ground crumbles
Yeah.
and you could like slip in and shit like that.
fine shit.
Yeah, stuff like that. And locals say that it's bad luck to even talk about it. So now we're cursed, Abel.
Fuck.
I got you, bro.
Fuck.
It's like when I talked to you about the basilisk.
Fuck. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like double cursed now.
Yeah, you're double cursed. Maybe it cancels out.
Hopefully, because I do not want to be cursed.
But this goes even back to Islam, because the Prophet Muhammad talked about it, and he said that it had a bad smell, and that the water was poisonous. He described it as the worst water on the face of the earth.
Oh
'Cause
shit.
there's waterfalls in there.
Yeah.
He said the water was the worst water. But now in like more recent times, there's been like
Tests.
expeditions,
Mhm.
and like people have
You know what I mean?
got in with ropes and shit like that. So there was a guy who he said like, oh no, I heard the story, but I tasted the water and it was fine. I took samples and it was analyzed and it's just regular as water. And he said parts of it does stink, but because like an animal would die down there.
Oh yeah, they can't really get out. Some animals, yeah.
Yeah. So I just think it's interesting.
Yeah, that is scary though, because if an animal falls in, like, there's no food down there. If you're like a carnivore and no other
Oh,
prey
yeah.
falls in, you're done. You're cooked.
Yeah, or any animal. Like there's if you eat plants, like fuck plants are down there.
Yeah, you're
You know?
fucked. What I wanted to do was kind of bring a serial killer from each place we talk about, because they're pretty common and we don't really hear about them, even though like people be doing some really gruesome shit. The Yemen one isn't really super gruesome, and there isn't a lot of info on it, but I just thought there had some interesting moments to it. His name is Mohammed Adam Omar.
Adam?
Well, Adam, but it's spelled Adam,
Oh.
and it's like three first names, which is kind of cool.
So his
Not
last
cool.
name was Walmart?
Omar,
Oh.
CEO of Walmart. But like, as most serial killers do, he was raised in like a weird household. He witnessed his dad kill his mom's affair guy,
Oh, okay.
like the guy who was having she was having an affair
Okay,
with.
okay, okay.
He killed him in front of the son, and he like mutilated him, like he cut him up and shit, like fuck shit. And the kid was like, he took away from that, was like, okay, that's pretty fucking crazy. One, two, a lot of blood, that's pretty scary and shit, but like now I'm kind of curious about the dead shit. And three, fuck women, like they're cheaters.
Oh.
Yeah, shit like that.
He sees his dad kill a guy. Fuck woman.
But for ever since
I
then, he's
get it, I
like,
get it.
I'd never trust a woman again.
Okay. Well, that's his mom, dude.
Yeah, so he was like, oh, she cheated, and like that's the consequence for cheating. Like, I don't trust women.
Yeah. It's your fault, mom.
Yeah. And he had like a fuck ton of like jobs growing up. Like he would be like tile like setter,
Okay.
like a roofer, like general shit, and then like started becoming more morbid, like a grave cleaner, and then to like mortuary assistant, where he like preps the bodies and shit for
Okay.
like to be buried. And he ended up moving to Yemen, to the capital Sana'a, and
Where was he from originally?
there it doesn't say, because he was notoriously like called the Sana'a Ripper,
Okay.
and that's where he got all his notoriety from.
Okay.
I love that word. And he was like, he went to Sana'a University, which is the best university in all of Yemen. It's
Oh,
super
nice.
like famous and shit, because I think in 2011, I don't know why I didn't write her name down, sorry, she won the Nobel Peace Prize. And it was the first woman, first Arabic woman to
Okay.
ever win the Nobel Peace Prize.
Okay.
And she was from that university.
Oh,
And he was there,
shout out woman.
yeah, shout out you. You know who you are if you're not dead or something. Good job. And he was there as a mortuary assistant. Like that was his job
the
there.
university?
Yeah, he was a staff as
Okay.
as a mortuary assistant. He would like teach students, or he would like
Oh.
be like the people that he would work there, because there was like a grave there. But students would go there to learn from him.
Okay, like
It would kind of be like an on-site teacher.
what is that
kinda.
shit called, bro? Like an internship
Yeah,
almost. Like they
internship
would
kinda,
go, okay, like learn under him.
Yeah,
like
he would be like the
tutelage.
staff. Yeah.
Okay.
And like fast forward a couple years later, they were like checking like around the grounds and shit. I forgot, and they were like 21 female bodies were unearthed here, and they're like, they're not supposed to be here. What the fuck? And they were like, this guy's kind of suspicious.
Mhm.
Like usually there's like a whole ass investigation, but they were like, you're kind of suspicious. Come here. And he was like, okay, yeah, I raped and killed 5 of them. My
You
bad.
got me. I did it, guys.
Yeah, and then they were like, okay, bro, like we know you did more. He was like, they're thinking it was 21, and he's like, all right, yeah, guys, you got me. I killed 51 of them, and they were like, oh shit, like what the fuck? And they were like, he was like, yeah, like I would kind of like lure them, the female students into like the internship, and I'd be like, come learn under me. I got the special stack, like the special, what is it called, strategies.
I got the method.
Yeah, I got the methods to do
Yeah.
everything good and everything, and they would believe him. They'd be like, because he's at the best university, you gotta remember that.
Oh yeah.
So they have to trust, like they're
yeah,
trusting
he has
him.
like a form of
Trust, credential.
yeah, just like they. Fuck 'em up, bro. I don't know what the fuck word I'm looking for.
Yeah, but like, it would be like
Authority.
Yeah, authority. There we
Yeah,
go.
authority.
It would be like trusting someone from Harvard here, like it's the
Yeah.
best of the best there. So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, like he's like, of course I'm gonna trust him.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a trustworthy guy.
yeah, of course I'm gonna trust him. And he would lure them in, and he would just be like, bunk on their head, and then he would cut off their hands and feet, and like
Yeah.
dissolve them in chemicals.
Oh.
And then he would like save some of the bones for like memories and shit. That's kind of weird. And again, his motive was like hatred of women. He only killed women because
Oh,
he
he
fucking
only
hated
killed
them.
women.
Yeah, because he was like, I'd never trust a woman. In court later, he would be like, if a woman, like if I ever had, because he did have kids later on. Like before that, he had kids, and with the wife and shit, he was like, I never believed that they were my kids. Like I just never trusted her ever. Like we divorced, and then I moved. Like I don't fuck women. I never believed them. Like that.
Your Honor. In his defense, you don't fuck with
You
women.
don't fuck a woman. They should have known. In his defense, his mom was a cheater. And they had a lot of protests outside the university because again, the most famous university, the most
Yeah,
prestigious
yeah.
there. And the university was like, all right, my bad. Here's 45K
To who?
to like two of the families.
Oh shit.
And that seems like not a lot, but I don't know how
Yeah.
Yemen is, so I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, it could be a lot of money for them.
Yeah, and he was sentenced to death. But before then, while he was in prison, they were like, "Is that alcohol you got there in prison? Did you make some alcohol, you naughty boy? 80 lashes for you."
Oh shit.
Yeah, and bro got 80 lashes before he died. And the execution method was actually kind of crazy because they still got public executions over there.
Oh shit.
And usually, they have hangings,
Uh-huh.
maybe a guillotine like back then. This time, 6 shots to the head in public. That shit's crazy. And the student, that's already crazy in itself, but they wanted more. The students were like, "Can we have his body to display it in front of the school?" And they were like, "Nah, bro, chill,
Yeah.
chill." And the parents of like some of the victims were like, "Hey, like what the fuck? We missed it, bro. Like what happened? We told you guys we were out of town. Why didn't you guys wait?" Like they were mad because they missed the whole execution. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Bro, imagine it's like your first day at fucking university. You fucking get there and there's a dead body on display.
Fuck. It's like,
Uh,
what's that about?
I don't want to go to school anymore.
That was kind of crazy. That's the Sana'a Ripper. Miss Mohammed Adam Omar. Bad boy.
Well, his mom did cheat on his dad. I feel like that's enough silliness. Yemen is going through a very serious crisis. There's like essentially a civil war, and Yemen has really been in conflict. I watched videos talking about it. They've really been in conflict since the 90s. When they were unified.
Oh yeah, cause isn't that like when Yemen became like Yemen? Cause
Yeah.
the North Yemen and South
Yeah,
Yemen were
because
like,
before during World War One, what the fuck?
like they like became one.
I don't think they ever did this.
Okay, they became a country. They became like they went like, no, that's even worse.
Just
They
stop, bro, just stop.
they hugged.
So after World War One, well, during World War One, they were I think British, like British occupation in Yemen, and then after that they became independent. And there was two Yemens.
Mhm.
So there was the Yemen Arab Republic and the People's Democratic Republic of Yemen. And then in the 90s they unified, and the first president, I think he was from the north. The north was like more rich. There was more people, so they had more representation in government because I think they were democratic.
Yeah.
And the south was poor. It was a larger area, but there was less people. So there's always been conflict because people like wanting more rights and wanting equality. The first president, he was president for 20 years or some shit, and he was like rich.
Oh.
So a lot of people weren't happy about that.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of like rebellions, and there was a group called the Houthis.
Oh yeah.
The Houthis.
The rebels.
Yeah, the rebels who came actually from the north, but like a super north region, like kind of close to Saudi Arabia
Oh okay.
type region. Let's say range. I don't know what I'm doing there. But they just wanted like equality. They wanted like lower gas prices.
That's fair.
More rights and shit like that.
Me
They
too.
want, like, I feel like they're asking for fairly
Pretty basic,
reasonable
yeah.
things. Death to America, death to Israel.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay,
Okay, like chill out, guys. Come
all right,
on.
we see this. So like the main conflict
Yeah.
rose in 2014, which like, a lot of people cite 2014 as the start of the Civil War. But I feel like for me, they've always been in conflict. There's always been
It's
war.
just been escalating,
Yeah.
de-escalating.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe 2014 it got to where it's at today.
Yeah.
So the Houthis are supported by Iran. They have very strong anti-American beliefs.
Yeah.
Anti-Israeli beliefs. They want just like a Muslim Middle East, basically.
Yeah.
And they don't want no influence from the West. They don't want the Jews there. They just want Muslim. They want Islam. They want all that stuff. The recognized government of Yemen is supported by the U.S., supported by Saudi Arabia, and basically the rest of the world. They're very pro-Israel. And because of this, because of the Saudi influence on the government and the Iranian influence on the Houthis,
Yeah.
people would say it's it's really just conflict between Saudi Arabia and Iran.
the proxy
they
war.
they have war. So yeah, it's just a proxy war because Saudi Arabia doesn't want, like, they have Iran on one side. They
Yeah.
wouldn't want,
Oh, yeah, two enemies.
yeah, Iran funded and Iran supported Yemen on the other side.
Yeah, that'd
you
be
know?
like in a little, and they'll be in a pickle.
Yeah, so they just want like another ally in the Middle East,
Yeah.
especially because of the trade routes that go through, like the
Oh, shit,
waterways and just the
Very integral piece of land to control.
the proximity. They just want an ally. So it's a lot of like serious stuff. A lot of people are dying. A lot of people are in danger. So it's a very serious thing that's going on.
The fact that USA is involved in that, and they're not really like on land per se, but they're like on ships. Like that's the main thing, is they're like on warships, kind of on the sea, like close to it, and they're saying right now they're in constant threat of attack. Like that's their mode. That's the mode they're in. They're like, all right, we could be attacked at any moment. Let's always be prepared and to defend ourselves and attack back. And the kind of silly thing that came out from this is like, when it first started, the Houthis were like, "Let's go! We sunk an American ship," and the Americans were like, "No, you guys didn't."
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. And they were like, "Yeah,
Ships right here.
yeah." They were saying like, "We're good. Like, you guys don't even have the capabilities to do that yet." And the Houthis were like, "Not like we did, bro." Like they were like parading that shit, and I guess that was kind of like to raise their morale. And the whole time, like it was like they didn't. So it was kind of silly.
That's kind of funny, bro.
Yeah, the USA was like, "Nah, bro, you guys didn't." That was the main thing I wanted to add to that, because I read that, and as soon as that was like the first thing I read from the whole conflict, and I was like, haha.
But I've seen that they are like attacking ships.
Yeah, they are. They're like making the effort to, but the U.S. is like handling that very, very well.
Yeah, because obviously they have funding from Iran.
Yeah, so they have the capabilities.
People have said they have the support of North Korea, who North Korea's like selling them weapons as well.
Yeah.
So they have capabilities to attack. Maybe not to sink a ship.
Yeah, but at least cause a little bit of damage.
But they can cause damage for sure. And I've seen that companies are really like feeling it, because Yemen is on like the edge, so there's water. Like I think it's the Red Sea or some sea goes through there, and they use it. They go through like a canal to connect the Mediterranean to like the rest of the ocean. So a lot of ships pass through there, but because of the Houthis attacking, a lot of companies, they're just fucking going all the way around the entirety of Africa.
More money.
Yeah, so a lot of money spent, a lot of just time to get the goods across, because now you can't just go the short way. You have to go all the way around fucking Africa, bro. Just crazy.
That is crazy.
So I feel like that's why too the U.S. feels like they have to get involved because of trade, and more countries are against.
Yeah, it's affecting the whole world at that point.
Yeah, it is affecting the whole world, and it's affecting like regular ass people now, like regular people in like Europe who can't get their goods on time, or they have the price is going up because of the cost.
Where's my coffee? You know, like they can't.
Type shit. So just stuff like that. I seen on TikTok there's a lot of the pirates who are like posting videos of them attacking ships.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, really pirates crazy. Are really common at sea too.
Yeah.
So like, imagine the pirates and the rebels. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's essentially the same group. It's the Houthi pirates, bro. They're just I just used the word pirates because they're attacking ships and seizing them and taking goods or whatever.
I just heard like around there was already pirates. Like there's already, it's just very popular for pirates because it's like not very monitored.
Yeah.
So both of those groups together could wreak a lot of havoc.
Yeah. That's really it. We can't go super in depth. There are obviously like other sources to find more in depth information. This is really just like a broad
kind of find, like we just kind of show you what we found show you what we found interesting basically.
Yeah, and they'll just bring a little bit of light to some shit that not a lot of people will hear about out here. But yeah,
let us know what you think. Like if you think some of the stuff is cool, some of the things is like boring, like whatever you think.
Yeah, what did you know already? What did you not know? What did you learn?
What countries you want to see?
Yeah, let us know. Is there a country you want to see? Maybe like a certain like statistic or like information you would want us to look for. For future videos. Let us know. But thanks for watching the first episode of the Council of Geography.
Thank you.
It's gonna be like every week type thing. So podcast goes up Monday. Council of Geography goes up day to be determined.
We'll see.
Oh, you'll see because it's already up. All right. I love you.
Yemen.